Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
Good on, B-Town. A happy Wednesday morning to you. It's Erik Fox here from Energy 95.3, joined on the set on the other side of the screen by the amazing team at Kern County Animal Services. Today we have Danny and Nick with us today. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How about you, Erik?
Danny, it's good to see you on screen and on set, because I know you and I talk a lot in the background, but, you know, we go back a long ways. Anyways, what we do every single other Wednesday here on Energy 95.3 and our stream here is to connect you with your new forever friend, also talk about all the amazing things that Kern County Animal Services do. Let's jump right into it, because we got a special guest who's been very anxious to join us, and that is Muriel.
Yeah, I brought with me Muriel. Muriel she just came to us actually last week, so she hasn't been with us very long. But we had a wonderful core of volunteers who came in this holiday yesterday, and they prepared a holiday feast for some of our dogs, including watermelon for the pups.
Nice.
And one of the volunteers reached out, and she said that Muriel here is just a sweet girl, and she wanted us to make every effort we can to promote her. So Muriel is she's about a little over a year old. She's a bully mix, beautiful brindle color. She's a big girl. She's about 60 pounds. She's very strong, but you just see her. She's just a happy, loving girl. She needs a home, and she's gonna make somebody a really awesome family pet.
That tail right there is telling you, hey, I need to come home right now. So, yeah, we need to get Muriel at home. The nice thing about always getting a pet from a shelter is you get a little more information about, like, how they are and how they interact with people, dogs, and that kind of thing. What has been the interaction with Muriel?
She's been very sweet, very friendly, very loving to everybody that comes across her. She just loves people. And we always try to give adopters an idea of the dog's behavior, but we always want to make sure that people know that, like for Muriel here, we've only had her for less than a week, so we don't know everything about her. We don't know her backstory,
right.
But we do know that since she's been with us, she's just a super loving, sweet girl, and she's still got a lot of life left in her, and we think she's going to make a really awesome family pet.
Well, you're seeing right there with Danny there. Yeah, every dog is a lap dog when you can fit in a lap, and she's doing her best to fit in a lap dog right now. We got the information on the screen, A118-4323. That is Muriel, who is our guest today. I do want to talk because I think pretty much anyone, no matter where you lived last night, it felt like a little war zone. I know my dogs definitely were not the happiest couple of puppers. And I know a lot of dogs are probably feeling that as we head into July 5th. What are some things we need to really keep in mind with our pets?
I think first and foremost, we got to realize that it's not just the 4th of July anymore. It's the 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 5th and 6th and 7th. Fireworks will still go off. Bombs are still going to be going off outside of your pup's home. And they're still going to get scared, and they're still going to take off. So, we want to make sure people realize that just because the 4th of July is past us doesn't mean that we don't need to take special precautions to make sure our pets are safe and secure.
I think one thing to think of as well is, like, if it did get a little too much for our pupperonis, as I call them, last night, maybe they are finding their place with you guys right now. What do people need to know with that?
Yeah, we every year we do everything we can to convince pet owners to prepare. Strengthen your fence and your property so that escape isn't possible. Identification, including a microchip or a tag or just a paper collar with a name, address, and a phone number. Everything you can so that if your dog does get out, somebody can return your dog back to you. But we just want folks to know that if you realize this morning, if you woke up this morning and your dog is missing, maybe he or she was there last night and he's not there now. We open at noon today. Come down to the Kern County Animal Shelter. That should be one of the first places that you check once you realize your pet is missing. There are a number of animal shelters here locally. Your dog could have ended up at any one of those animal shelters. So first and foremost, check the shelters immediately. Time is always of the essence. Secondly, all this week, because we know what happens with the fireworks, we know what happens with folks' pets. It usually costs money to get your pet back. We call it a redemption or a reclaim. We're waiving all of those fees just for this week, because we understand that sometimes people do their best to keep their pets safe and secure, and when those fireworks start going off, our dogs find a way out. So just this week, if your dog does end up at the Kern County Animal Shelter, we're going to make it affordable and easy for you to get back. And so that's all this week. And just because it's July 5th does not mean that we don't need to be cautious of our pets escaping because of fireworks.
Another thing that I think is really important to kind of like think about too. I mean, even if your pet is there this morning, maybe it's one of those things to really think about, like microchipping your pet as well.
Yes, we're offering free microchipping at our low-cost vaccination clinics. We typically have those every other Tuesday at Fruitvale Norris Park, and then we have them once a month at off-site events. But it's important to remember to follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/Kern County Animal Services, to find out when those clinics are. And it's, like I said, free microchipping at those clinics, free parvo distemper vaccines for any resident. We're not starting those clinics back up until August, but that's your opportunity to make sure that you can take advantage of the resources that we offer to be a responsible pet owner.
And if people want more information on that, of course, they can always connect with your socials. Danny, you want to share how you connect up socially?
Yeah, we're on all the typical social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also YouTube. And we're really easy to find. Just type in Kern County Animal Services, and you'll find us on whatever social media platform you use.
Always appreciate that. Once again, Muriel's our guest today here on the Energy 95.3 Pet Connection. We got the information on the screen there, 8118-4323, or just call up the phone number that's scrolling at the bottom, 868-7120, and say, hey, I want to meet Muriel. And Muriel, who loves watermelon, which, hey, Muriel and me, we're good buddies here already. We both love watermelon. So that's always a great connection there. Definitely just call them up and say, hey, I want to meet Muriel, or any of the other amazing animals that you could have your next forever friend with. Always appreciate that. And of course, free adoptions. Let's talk about that, because we have free adoptions still going on, right?
Yeah, we know in advance that this time of year we see more animals coming into the shelter than at any other point during the year. So not only do we want to make sure that folks are being responsible and keeping their pets out of the shelter, but we want to try to make space for those animals that do have to come into the shelter. So all of our adoption fees this week are all waived. There is no cost to adopt a pet from the Kern County Animal Shelter this week.
Love that. Once again, it is Energy 95.3's Pet Connection every single other Wednesday here at 10 a.m. We connect up with and meet your new forever friend. Muriel, our guest today, 8118-4323. Nick and Danny joined us today here on the set, and just giving you a chance to enjoy all the great things and what you guys are doing. And as always, we really appreciate you guys as a community for everything you do for our four-legged friends here. So thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you, Eric. We appreciate you guys' support.
Thanks, Eric.
Not a problem. We'll catch you next time right here with another Energy 95.3 Pet Connection with Kern County Animal Services, and of course, Energy 95.3. We'll catch you next time.